Anthony Ferraro, Dan Mancina. Two blind guys collide to bring you Four Bad Eyes Podcast.
Anthony, how many times have you went to a website and found that you can't even use it?
Dan, way too many times, and I'll tell you, it is so annoying because it keeps me up at night. Not only websites are inaccessible to the blind, but they're inaccessible to most disabilities. Also, aside from websites, it's the e-commerce store.
You know how many times I've gone to a website, I want to spend some money, I want to buy a t-shirt, a mug, something, because I want to support them, I love them, and I can't because the website doesn't say anything. It's a bunch of images.
It's images that aren't labeled, and it's really frustrating. But did you know there's a solution?
There's a professional that can fix that for you and find a price that'll rip the pants right off of your legs.
It's our newest sponsor, Inclusive Web. And that not only can they find a solution for you, but if you're curious, is my website accessible to the disabled community?
How much is this going to cost me?
Well,
What's the deal? What do I need to do?
You
They
could-
have a free offer.
Free offer to check if your website or e-commerce is accessible. And if not, they will help you find a price that works for everyone to get it going.
Inclusive, INCLUSIVE web.co/4badeyes. Tell them again, Anthony.
That's right, Dan. There is no more excuses, ladies and gentlemen. You go to inclusiveweb.co/FOURBADEYES today. Let's get back to it. Here we go. Bad eyes. Four bad eyes. Four bad eyes. Four bad eyes. Four bad eyes.
Let's keep it down.
Everyone keep it down back there.
Wow, it's amazing how fast they can stop clapping, isn't it?
I know, they just... Whoa, okay.
Usually it whimpers off,
I
but
know.
it's impressive.
Welcome back, folks.
Very tame crowd here.
Eyes and ears. We're back in it. It's the last
Episode
one for
of
Studio 4 for a little
the Michigan
while.
trip.
Yep.
Probably a good long while.
Yeah, it's got a little while. You got a baby and a wedding.
Wedding in June.
Baby in August.
Hopefully you guys are here. I don't know if Friday.
I'll definitely be here regardless.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to miss your wedding.
Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we probably won't be podcasts. Yeah, it's gonna be hectic.
Oh man, I might have to sneak you in a room for an hour.
We'll have to host.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
you
to
know
lock
what?
you
We
in a room
might.
for an hour. I might have to host a pod at your wedding.
We might have to.
I'll just have random people come through. Like I'll set up at a table.
That could be
That
pretty
could
fun.
be fun there, Jay. I think we might have to do that. Call in if you want that.
I should. Yeah, if the people want it, I'll set a little booth up for you.
Yeah, I don't even need. I just need a little table.
Get some of the family
That'd be a
members
lot
in
of
there.
fun. Get interview the parents, the in-laws.
That would be fun.
Interview the bride for 2 seconds.
Ooh.
It'll be great. I'll interview your wedding party.
Wedding party.
See what they all say about you.
Get my parents on there.
Oh yeah. Is your dad going?
Yeah, of course.
Really? Awesome. I can't wait to meet him.
yeah.
I never met the pops.
Matt Jr. Matthew Joseph Jr.
Do you have Matthew 3?
No, 2. Matthew Jr. and Senior, my brother.
Oh, okay. I thought your dad was Junior.
Oh no, yeah, he's
MJ.
a JR. Or no, wait, would
He's
that
the
be Junior? I'm sorry,
MSR.
he's Senior.
He's
I've
SR.
been mixing those up.
Yeah.
He's
senior.
My
and
brother's Junior.
JR.
JR.
Birdman. Yeah, dude. Crazy. How you feeling for that?
How many? I'm good. We gotta. It's about to be crunch time now. There's a bunch of stuff we still have to do.
Yeah, the old crunch.
We still don't have a florist.
The old crunch bar.
That's the last big thing.
Florist. We did little simple like centerpieces that her mom actually made. Like put together little baby's breath.
That's
and,
what we were gonna
and
do.
a little mason jar. I think
Baby's
it was.
breath in the mason jar. That's what my brother Alex did.
Yeah, it's the move.
We had him hanging on all the chairs walking up the aisle for
Oh, that's nice.
my brother Alex.
We had Kelly and her bridesmaid or maid of honors, which were both her sisters. She did 2. They had the real bouquets, and then her oh, that's just the audio, right? What is that?
That's my phone.
What's
is
it called?
my phone connected?
No, that was me.
Oh, okay.
Was it? Oh, her bridesmaids had just a single rose, because flowers, they get pretty expensive there, Jerry.
I was doing the math for like the cheaper ones, like $500 a table.
That's that's insane.
$500 for a bouquet of flowers at a table.
That's just preposterous.
I'm not doing it.
500?
It's like
It can't be that. It's got to be 500 for all of them.
That's low. No. Anthony.
What?
Anthony.
Dude, I have bought Kelly a lot of bouquets, and there's never been a 500
for the wedding. Who is? Oh, they're trying to call me.
No. You need to answer that?
No, it's all right.
Put him on the
It's
pod.
the 2 of them. It's Jake Donnelly and David Reyes. What was I gonna say? No, you're talking like it's like $7,000
Jeez.
to do the flowers, and that's on the cheaper end.
$7,000, Grandpa.
I was doing the math,
Jeez.
and the wedding probably in total is going to be about $27,000. And we did everything as cheap as we could.
I know. I think we were in the same boat.
Dude,
We were in the same boat. We even didn't get a venue. We had a free venue,
Oh,
and it's still. Is that including the venue?
oh yeah, that's everything. I
The
was doing
food,
all the
yeah.
math. That's the food,
Weddings, people. They're
the venue, the linens, the chairs, and then you got to break off a nice little chunk
for the tip.
for everybody, all the waiters,
Oh.
the DJ, it's crazy. The bartenders all gotta get broke off a couple hundo.
Yep, that's why we did the old keg, and then we said bring your own booze. It was it's a lot there.
It's too much.
We did wine and then the keg.
I didn't want to do. That's why I didn't want to get married. I didn't want to spend the money, dude.
You guys are
I'm
paying
cheap.
for all of it, I assume.
Yeah, we had a lot of help from the parents though. Too.
That's good. That's good.
So
We
we should just about break even.
Yeah, I put a couple grand of my own money in that old
yeah.
wedding.
Oh yeah,
Because there's things you want that you don't want to put on everyone else.
yeah.
It's a real nutty situation, a wedding.
It's just-
You spend all this money for one day.
It's a party. It's
It's a celebration.
I always give Heather grief. I say we're spending all this money just so you can play princess for one day. You know. Good Lord.
The crazy thing about the weddings is you pick out the food, you do all this stuff, you pick out everything, and then you don't even eat, Jerry. Like you.
That's what I keep hearing.
you-
I'm eating.
No,
I'm
I ate.
telling
I made
you,
sure
I'm
I
eating.
ate. I made sure we sat. Her mom made us sit down. They made us a special table, just us two, and then we had the old Moet bottle of Moet.
What's
like
that?
champagne,
Is that the
Moet
champagne?
Chandon.
Oh, okay.
And it's a step under the old Dom Perignon.
Okay.
And we had that, and I made sure I loaded up my plate with everything we had. Because I picked out the food. We picked out the food, so I wanted to try it all. It was this Big Cat's Barbecue, and the guy was on Gordon Ramsay.
Ramsey.
Yeah. And it
Ramsey is not dancing at the party.
But the good thing, here's the kicker, is the Gordon Ramsay app didn't come out until after our wedding, so that's when he started charging a lot more, I think.
You got him
Got it,
before
yeah.
the old uptick there.
Yep. And we got a bad ticker. But we had like, what did we have? We had a chicken.
Probably pulled pork.
We had a
usually
pulled
the
pork. It was
go-to.
amazing. We had ribs that were great. We had a bunch of sides. I loved the side, the baked
Mac
beans,
and cheese.
mac and cheese,
Cornbread?
cornbread,
Cornbread.
great song, good old jazz tune, and then we had the dessert.
Jesus.
Keep calling. The dessert was like this apple pie thing.
Apple frittery thing?
No, it was like they were called drunken apples.
Shrunk. I'm going to answer. Hey, you're on a podcast. What's up?
Woo!
What's up, dudes?
Fuck your podcast.
Oh,
Watch what you say. Hey, you're gonna
Third Eye Blind.
great band.
Third Eye Blind. You're gonna get canceled.
Great band.
What's up, David? What's up, Jake?
What's up?
Are we FaceTiming or is this just a call?
Are we podding right now?
We're
podding.
podding.
Show them the studio.
Do you have a Michelob? Do you have a Michelob Ultra in hand?
I
Nah,
just
he's
woke
just got his
up.
dick in his hand.
So
Yeah, I talked to him earlier. He was waking up. He couldn't stop yawning.
Dude,
Yeah, that's Dan in the morning.
don't bother
Yeah,
me in the morning.
Ultra in hand.
It wasn't the fucking morning.
Yeah, it was in LA time.
Are you in LA?
No, I'm in Michigan.
Exactly. That's
I'm
fine.
in Michigan. Yeah.
You got to stay on LA time though. It's where the whole world happens.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
Are we FaceTime or is this just a call?
Oh no,
This is
we
time,
can see your fucking the brim of your hat and some.
Oh, here, let me show you the studio here. Let me give you a full
Ew.
3D wraparound. There's my boy
You.
Anthony.
I didn't know you guys lived together.
Yeah.
He's visiting.
He's always visiting.
Why don't you guys come on through, dude?
Yo,
Wait,
we're already on our way. We're on the Delta flight right now.
Yeah. We're actually outside. We've been knocking for eons.
We've been
Oh,
outside actually.
I didn't see you. I didn't hear you.
That's why we've been calling you so much. We're outside.
Yeah. Yeah, right. You're probably in Woodward right now, aren't you, David?
No.
He calls your ass right out.
Yeah.
He's always in Woodward. Every time I see a post.
I go to Woodward on I go week 12 and week 9 or something like that. Week 10.
I don't know what that means.
Nobody does.
It's like August.
Wait, the
It's like
PA
July
one?
30th to August 5th or something.
Okay.
June, July.
The Pennsylvania one?
Yeah, West Coast.
Yeah.
I might be there.
Badass.
Oh wait, not in August though. Not in
All
August.
right.
They just opened a Utah one.
Utah.
I'm trying to go to the one in Australia.
The one in
Ooh.
Utah, you have to have like 6 wives.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a lot of kids in Utah. It's a good business.
I think I really like.
Yeah, but there are a lot of slow children in Utah, right?
Um.
I don't know what.
I was like, what? Definitely down for the
Down what?
6 wives.
Syndrome what?
6
Cinderella.
wives. One's more than enough, dude.
Yeah, one.
Well, I'm gonna let you get back to your
Yeah.
podcast.
All right, boys.
All right, well tell Long Hair I said hello.
I will. Love you guys.
Braid that fucker for me.
Bye.
Miss you, David. Peace.
More.
What about me?
Love. I already told you that this morning. You only get one.
I better see a Michelob Ultra in your hand next fucking.
No, I want to see a Rolling Rock.
I bet. Ew.
Oh.
I kind of made the switch to Curse.
Curse, my guy.
I've been drinking the Curse lately.
My
That's
man.
right.
All right, boys. Peace.
Drink it for me.
Light. Love you guys.
Keep it light.
God, they would have kept calling me. I had to give them. Ay.
They are
Good
they're
old
a
Jake.
bunch. Which one was Jake? The younger voice?
No, he's the loud one.
Oh, okay.
He's always saying inappropriate stuff.
We might have to clip that. We just got canceled 3 times.
Sorry, it wasn't
No, I'm
me. I
joking.
didn't say it.
I'm
These are
joking.
not our beliefs or
I'm
views.
joking. That's the old.
What were you saying? Oh, you had the apple.
The drunken apples.
What is this? Just like a
It's just like
smoked apple?
No, it's like a cinnamon, like pieces of apple with. I think they were in like a bourbon with like cinnamon and brown sugar and all this stuff.
Some kind of bread.
And then we had here's the dessert though. We had the old blueberry crisp, and it was amazing.
Remind me what blueberry crisp is.
It's kind of like it's like a flaky kind of pie crust, and then the blueberries just all in the middle.
up in there.
It's like a blueberry jam almost.
Gotcha.
And we're in Maine, you remember? So it's blueberries are
Blueberry season.
from Maine.
Is the does it have a crust on the top as well, or no?
I don't think it did.
Mm.
Because we didn't do a cake, because a cake is, forget about it, Jerry. It's like $1,000 for a cake.
And that would have been hard getting the cake to where you were.
Yeah.
It would have been a whole
This
thing.
guy did amazing. He brought the whole scene. We were off the grid. So it was
Yeah.
like no electricity. We had to bring in electricity. We had generators, and we had to bring in the bathrooms. And you know what really surprised me about the bathrooms? You think because you're on 30 acres, or it might even be more than that, but I think it might have been 20 acres. And you think that the males would go piss in the woods.
They were getting in line.
They were getting in line.
Get out of line.
Get out of line
and
there.
Get in the woods.
Yeah, get in the woods. Come on.
Get your dancing shoes dirty a little bit.
There were people picking edible mushrooms on the property. There was a whole thing going on.
Wow.
It was, and then we had the big jam sesh.
Oh, you did? Did you
so
play?
This is
that
what happened.
night, too?
I had one of my guitar teachers, like my guitar teacher, vocals and guitar. He came for basically next to nothing. And it was like incredible. He drove from Jersey to Maine, drove back the next morning, and he played through the service, which was only like 20 minutes. And then he played like the cocktail hour.
Oh, your little live music.
Yeah, live music does big.
And
thing.
talk about a good chunk of change for some live music.
And talk about a real hookup, because he didn't charge us that charge. I
Yeah.
tipped him like $500, but
Yeah, that's cool.
he freaking was basically doing it as a gift.
Nothing
and
better than some live music.
so he
at a
did the
wedding.
acoustic for the service. He was played piano and acoustic. And then for the cocktail hour, he broke out the old electric and had the backing tracks going, and he was singing too. And he was doing like
Nice.
Santana and all this stuff. And then when he left, we had our friend who's a DJ with his girl. They're both DJs, and they brought the dance music there,
Yeah.
bub. They were at it all going, the Motown and some cool house music and stuff. And then
Did you, for the dance floor, did you put in a floor? Did you just
The
grab a
dance
couple
floor-
of rakes and brooms and clear a
No,
flat spot?
We had a whole lopsided dance floor because the floor, mind you, the property's not very level.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it was definitely a hazard there, Jay, because
Yeah.
there was a big old lip. Like you could have ate
yeah.
shit off that thing. It was a pretty small dance floor, but it was worth it. People were getting down on it, boogieing.
Right.
And we did everything ourselves, essentially, like the microphone, the announcing. I brought my whole PA system. And then everyone from that I've ever jammed with in my life basically came to the wedding, all brought their instruments, and we set up at like 8 o'clock and played till about 11:30. Big old jam. Everyone,
Wow.
people subbing in, subbing out.
Yeah.
And there was
No bad notes.
At one point, Kelly was fake playing the guitar behind me, like she had her hands wrapped around while I was jamming, and it looked like she was jamming. She was dancing with a gallon of water. It was a whole scene there, and people just had a good old time.
That sounds like a good old shindig right there.
The freaking wedding. This was the best part about having your own property, though, was that we didn't have a time cut.
Yep.
So we got to. Our thing went from 1 p.m. until 4:30 a.m. there, Jerry.
Yeah.
We were doing. He was taking us in the side by sides through the woods, like in these rides, and it was muddy, so we went mudding. Kelly got mud on her wedding dress. There was people taking their tops off. It was a real. You felt like
Yeah.
it was at Woodstock or something. There was people. There was clouds of smoke in the air. It was freaking insane. There was cigars, port wine, the whole works.
Bride stock, dude. Wedding stock.
Wedding stock. People still talk about it to this
Wed
day.
stock.
Most-
That's a good freaking party right there.
Oh yeah, it was a.
That's my kind of party
razzle-dazzle
too,
of a-
out in the woods.
Oh, it was freaking incredible, and you just like the bonfire too. I didn't even mention this.
Gotta have a
The
bonfire.
bonfire was. He builds his own like fire pit, and when I tell you it's huge, I'd never seen a fire pit this big.
Yeah.
And he had the flames going so high. We were burning pallets. The homies brought pallets to burn. It was a real shindig.
Man.
And you got this is the thing though. When you're at your wedding, you have about 200 people. You only have a couple hours, and you got to go around and basically talk to everyone for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Because everyone wants to congratulate you. I kept hiding out a couple times. We had the old the van, what is it? What do you call it? The VW bus, camper van. So it had the bed could lay down, the seats into a bed. It had a freaking kitchen in there, and we would go and like kind of decompress in there to get away from everything
nice,
every once in a
yeah.
while.
Butt fucking in the van, dude.
No,
That's what I do.
Nope. But we did
Not in
Make
the
love in
VW.
that VW. I lost my watch.
Oh yeah, you lost the Braille watch that night.
Lost the
huh?
Braille watch that night. I was
The
very
E1.
upset. E1 timepiece. And
Timepiece.
then it was a real shindig there. And then the next day we had a hotel booked for that night and the next night, but we
Right.
didn't even make it to our hotel that night. And we then we went over to the old what is it? The Mini-Moon.
That's what the hotel's called.
No, the Mini-Moon was we left Maine and went to upstate New York.
Oh, like a
Mini-Honeymoon.
Mini-Honeymoon.
It's like a couple days at the
There you go.
Lake Champlain.
I've heard of that lake.
It was beautiful. We had this cabin with these huge floor-to-ceiling windows over the lake, and it was really nice there. We
So
just
you guys
kind of
did get to do a little mini honeymoon after. And
it was a good way to decompress from everything that just happened. And we this is funny. The next morning after the wedding, we had to clean up. Like we helped because her mom and dad were basically the only ones who were cleaning up, and we had to basically break everything down.
You were Wayne and Garth out there
Yeah, we
picking up all the garbage at the end of
picking up-
Woodstock.
that's it. And we helped out, and we were eating the food. There was steak too. It was all bagged up that night. We were eating it all the next day out of the bags with our hands, freaking grabbing handfuls of mac and cheese and beans. I was just loving it. I made breakfast the next day. Oh, it was great. Steak and eggs.
Dude. Hopefully mine's half as good as that, dude.
Oh,
It'll be
yours is
good.
gonna be a ball.
Yeah. Yeah, ours is like on it's like a golf course,
God, that's nice.
But it's all
That's
outdoor.
Very classy.
We got a little covered patio, and there's a big tent that everything's going to be held in.
Do you have any AC under the thing?
Not in the tent, but you can sneak into the old clubhouse.
Oh, nice.
There's another bar in the clubhouse you can go buy drinks at. If the other bar gets too busy.
Or it
But it's
doesn't
going to be
tickle
open
your
bar
fancy.
though downstairs.
Open bar. Love an open bar.
What else? Yeah, we're gonna have the fire pits, and yeah, dude, it should be cool. Be able to
Buffet,
cruise
right?
around.
Jimmy
buffet style.
Buffet.
Saves on time as opposed to having everyone get their plates. So,
That's the best. It's because you hate waiting for the food, like when you're
Food.
sitting down.
and then we'd still need to find a food for like a late night. You gotta have a late night snack.
We had that. The food truck.
gotta get a
came
food
through.
truck come in.
That is clutch. I'll tell you. That was one of their favorite things that we had was the
Yeah.
food truck. You could go on these like Facebook groups. Even they have food truck Facebook.
Because we were
groups.
searching, but it's midwinter here in Michigan. And it was hard to find the. Normally downtown Detroit, there's every weekend there's like an area where they all go. But we went. Dude, I've been searching for food trucks. We went there. They didn't have any set up. We went to Plymouth. They have this big ice festival, like ice sculptures.
That's cool.
Usually there's a bunch of food trucks there. There was one food truck there we went.
I never seen a food truck or a ice sculpture. Actually,
Oh, they're freaking
did you get to feel them?
badass. No, I think I could. I don't even look at them
Yeah.
anymore, but I'm sure they'd let you feel them because
That's
they are
an-
wild.
That's an art there.
But they are visually they look so cool because just that clear ice, and then at
It's
night they light them up.
The
That's
glistening,
the
yeah.
cool. Yeah, it's like a giant diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Yeah, they get crazy on those things, man. The most detail you could imagine, all beautifully
And they just
carved,
start with a
scraped, etched. Just start with a big old block, and they start hacking big pieces off, and then little pieces.
You gotta
and
really
sanding
know
it.
like how you're gonna approach it.
Yeah, and they got to do it all pretty much in their head. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a real
And
architectural.
then they can give it texture too. Like you can like make it rough in some areas where it's like
with the hair.
white. It'll look like snow almost, as opposed to being clear. So it'll be like a white textured. Yeah.
Yeah, because in Italy, I loved feeling the statues. It was really cool.
Ah,
It was
yeah.
really cool. The detail that goes into even like the bronze work and stuff like that.
Bronze is cool.
It's crazy how people do that stuff.
I love a pair of bronze shoes.
What?
You know, like when you're a baby, they dip your shoes in bronze. They keep your first baby. We're gonna get that for your kid.
I don't know about this.
It's cool. You just dip them. I think I've talked about it here, but yeah, you dip them in the bronze, and then they're just like forever encrusted, and you put it on your mantle.
Do that with the first diaper.
First diaper you could do.
Oh yeah.
First pacifier.
First poop.
First poop, you could bronze the poop. No, the first poop is black tar.
Oh.
Crazy looking. Their first poops are wild.
I heard the poops don't smell in the beginning.
It's just literally
Just
looks
milk.
like tar.
Ugh.
Comes out black.
Blech.
It's cool.
Gnarly.
Pretty sweet. We could bronze that.
Yeah, bronze it up.
Maybe get him
Give it some
circumcised. You
bronzer.
could bronze the
Foreskin.
foreskin.
That's an old controversy these days. The circumcision.
Circumcision. Yeah, it's a weird one to think about.
It is. I
I
felt
did it.
my first uncircumcised penis there, Jerry, in Italy.
What? Oh, on a statue.
A statue. The old David statue.
So you know what that looks like now.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's like
It's just covered with some skin.
an elephant tusk. Or elephant.
Yeah, it kind of is.
elephant,
Yeah. Yeah. I felt many of uncircumcised penises in my life. Did you get to feel David?
I felt David. I felt a mock David.
Mock David, yeah.
They don't let you near the original thing.
A lot of them don't have arms
David had
for
arms.
some reason. Yeah.
David had arms.
Did I hear the GoPro? No.
No.
A lot of them don't have arms, those statues. What are they doing?
Yeah, they're armless.
They got LASIK. I don't want to do the hands. Let's do the arms. I feel like that's what they're doing.
It was cool. A lot of lions.
A lot of lions. They like their lions.
I like the lions.
Obsessed with those cats.
They do. They are obsessive
Those
over cats.
Greco-Romans or whoever was doing that.
Yeah, the old Greco-Romans, the first wrestling
And
that
they were
ever happened.
they were fighting lions in the Coliseum. They love
yeah, well, I
lions.
learned that the people fighting in the Coliseum were actually people with a life sentence to prison.
Yeah, they were slaves.
Yeah, and if they won, they could win their freedom.
Their freedom. We should bring that back.
And this is the other misconception. People think they always fought till the death, but when you were fighting someone, if you were losing and you were pretty much about to die, they could have mercy on you.
They could give you mercy.
Yes.
Yes.
But I don't know how often that happens.
That's what they were doing in the Gladiator movie. They do the thumbs up or thumbs down. Should I kill him or should I let him live?
Is it? I never watched that one.
Should I have a mercy or no mercy?
Yeah.
They
couldn't
give
even imagine
mercy.
being in the Coliseum when that stuff went on.
That, dude.
People
Wow.
would it was very classist too. The peasants had to pack their own lunches, bring their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The richer class got up closer and they got
Yep,
meals.
first class.
Yep.
You're in the first class. You're in the pods up front.
And gladiators were very high
Renowned as.
people really looked up to them. They were real badass.
I wonder if there was a gate agent as you came in. Like, all right, we're boarding rows 1 through 5. Come on in.
Yeah, I wonder. You got to keep some order. I wonder. I asked if I wonder if there was a disability section.
Probably not.
They probably just threw you to the lion.
There's no wheelchair ramp in the
Yeah.
Coliseum, I don't think.
There is now.
There is
Or
now.
There's an elevator. That's really cool. But the Coliseum was pretty crazy. I tried to. There was a wall. They said no carving or nothing, no writing on the wall. But people had carved their names in, and I tried taking my the plastic part of the cane, where you know that little thing on the end of the rubber that you always have to take off when you're skating. That little plastic
it's like
clip.
a
I
little
tried digging
eyelet.
that into the stone, but it just grinded
Yeah,
the plastic
yeah.
down. Tried doing a little AF.
Little AF on there.
But it didn't work out. Yeah, so your wedding, man, it's gonna be exciting. I'm excited.
It's very close, dude. What is it? March?
Yeah,
3 months out.
3 months. It's the
3 months and a week,
final
I'd say.
countdown.
3 months and 10 days? 9 days? June 24th.
You don't feel any nerves, right? You don't think you'll get nervous at all? I got nervous my wedding day.
I'm sure I'll be
I was
nervous.
shaking a little when I was getting dressed. I was constantly shivering.
Shivers.
I was shivering and it's just felt it. I'd do an old shot of tequila
big
before-
moment.
while I was going out
Yeah, we'll have the
with
beers.
the boys.
See, I'm going to wait.
You gotta pace yourself.
I'm going to wait till probably like maybe an hour before the ceremony. Is that what they call it?
Yep,
That's
the old
first part.
service.
I'm going to probably wait an hour before I even have my first drink. Some people just start right in the morning.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till, hour before because people go crazy. You said you had
I had the shot walking out. So we each got a house. The bridesmaids with Kelly and then me with my boys.
Mhm.
And you just feel kind of alone, even when you're around your boys, because you're like, I'm doing this. This is me. Like it's all on me today.
Yeah.
And it's
all on the bride. It's all about the bride.
It's all about the bride, but
you're gonna be walking in front of a couple hundred people. And,
it's just like.
Did you do vows?
We didn't write our own, which I kind of wish we did, but we did vows, but we didn't write them.
Gotcha.
Writing them's pretty cool.
Then you had a friend who was the minister,
or no, Kelly's dad.
Oh, right, because they had their church.
Yep, he's ordained, and we went to the courthouse to get the license, like before the wedding, and I kind of tricked Kelly into putting Ferraro as her. She was taking my name.
Yeah,
and so she's a Ferraro.
Gotta take the name. It's cute. I find it cute.
It is cute, but it's.
I
understand with you got your own business and you do all that stuff, and people know you as Wallborn, and you got to it's just like a whole hassle with the Social Security and the ID. So we'll get there eventually. And if she never does, I don't care. But she identifies as a Ferraro.
You hear that, Kelly? Should make that switch.
She identifies as a Ferraro. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
She wants to do Ferraro-born.
Ferraro-born. That's what we were talking about. Me and Heather Man Fox.
Man Fox.
Take both names.
They got. You see this with the celebrities?
I find it romantic. Taking the woman takes the man's name.
It is. It's very. What would you call it? Traditional.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think about taking the names? Call in +1 908 349 1480.
Take the name.
Let us know about taking names.
Take the name.
Kicking ass and taking names.
You're gonna be with me for the rest of my life. Take my name.
Beep. Beep. But
yeah, it'll be
1431.
I'm having my buddy Pat marry us. Mr. Killer Miller.
Is he ordained or?
Yeah,
you got to get something. I think there's like a.
Yeah, I did it. It just went online.
Because my sister's getting married in June too, and my brother's actually marrying them.
Mm-hmm. It costs like $25.
Yeah, I'm doing a Braille poem.
Braille poem?
She has sent me a poem. I got to Braille and read.
Oh, nice.
So that'll be good.
When are you doing that?
At the wedding. She sent me the poem. I got to Braille it.
Oh, you're reading the wedding. You're not doing. Oh, you said their friend is doing the.
My brother is
marrying.
Is
marrying. Your brother. Okay.
Yeah. And then we're probably gonna. There's a really good band, and we're probably gonna jam a song with them. My dad, me, Jake, which is her husband, soon to be, and his dad. We had a jam sesh a couple weeks ago with all four of us. It was so cool, like being able to. It was kind of really something really special to it. You know, the whole family jam.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool. It's
combining the two
binding.
families.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, what are you doing? Corinthians? What poem you doing here?
No, it's not something from the Bible.
Not
it's
a traditional deal.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool
Some
poem.
Yates?
I forget what it's called. Yeah, something about.
Does this have to do with the dog? Heather wants to read this dog.
No.
I'm like, no, too cheesy.
We did one from my cousin read one from a Native American poem that was really cool.
Okay.
And we had a bunch of Bible stuff. It was
the
good.
other fun thing we saw, there's the Flower Girls. Now they have the Beer Boys
There's beer boys.
that walk down the aisle and toss beers. Everybody.
Oh,
There we
that's
go.
great. Don't throw one at me.
Maybe we'll do that. Yeah, watch out for the blind people.
Yeah. What about? Do you have a song you're walking out to? Did you pick that?
Yep, we got that.
Is that
Or
a
actually,
surprise?
walkout song.
Like
we have
once
our
you're
first-
married.
Oh, we do. We do have a surprise planned for that.
Or as you could guess what it was.
You'll never guess what it is. And then we have our first dance. And I don't know what we're gonna do.
Are you gonna do the
down the aisle.
dance with your mom and
all that?
yeah, you got those picked out.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, my brother John, he's one of the most stoic people you'll ever meet. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like very balanced, doesn't show much emotion. The only thing he's ever gotten excited about was like good waves to surf.
Mm-hmm.
And he wrote a speech that it really moved me. Like it had the whole place wet-eyed, and
Mm-hmm.
it was I couldn't believe it. He really stepped up, and like he mentioned the brother, he mentioned me. Like saying how I was the youngest, but they both always looked up to me, and it was just like things I've never even heard or believed in my life, and
Yeah.
it was
It can
something.
be,
there.
you have a good platform there to really shake and jive some tears out.
Oh yeah,
The best speech I heard was my buddy Noah and his wife. And I had never really heard his wife speak because she's very
quiet,
kind of
reserved.
quieter, but very nice. But she has this really big job with Skechers, so she does presentations in front of hundreds of thousands of people.
Mm-hmm.
And she gave a speech that was like, I was amazed. I mean, I can't remember what anything it was, but it was. I remember being like, "Wow, that is
She
a good
spoke?
speaker." Like they did their own vows.
Oh yeah,
Noah went first, and then Jessica went. And I was like, "Holy shit, that was impressive!" I was flabbergasted.
it was funny at my cousin Jack's wedding where I was the best man. They had to write something. They did traditional vows, but they had something where they got married in like the Catholic Church, and they did something where, because they do like premarital counseling, all this stuff,
Yeah,
and they had to write a letter about each other, and then the priest read it during the service.
oh, that's nice. Yeah.
And she had written this heartfelt like novel almost, and then it gets to his and it's like 5 lines.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
And because he was under the impression they weren't gonna
Gonna
read
read 'em.
them. That was
He was
good.
just doing like homework. I'm just gonna get
Yeah.
this done. That's funny.
Are you doing a party favor, like some of the goodie bag thing?
There's the goodie bag is like hangover stuff.
Oh, that's
You know what I
great!
mean?
Like a liquid IV. Shout out,
Tylenol,
sponsor us.
bottle of water, a couple of mints.
That's good.
Send you on your way.
Yeah, the little Advil,
Which
Tylenol.
never end up getting used, half of them. But
It's a good.
nice to
thing.
have.
It's nice. Are you doing a book where people sign in?
I don't know what we're gonna do. Might do a photo booth thing, or I think we're gonna just put because photo booths are kind of on their way out now. What they do that was a good idea was you just have a backdrop,
Yes.
so people come with their iPhone.
That's
But
perfect.
being hashtag this.
Yeah. What's your hashtag gonna be?
I don't know.
Man
Fox
Fox?
probably. Hashtag Man Fox.
Hashtag Foxhole.
Yeah. So yeah, we got some planning to do still.
Yeah. Are you stressed?
No.
That's good. You got the venue.
Heather,
That's the most
she'll be
important
stressed.
thing.
I'm whatever.
The venue's the hardest thing. Once you get that locked in with the
Yeah,
food,
that was the big one. The
pretty-
venue and the food.
that's all you need to throw a wedding.
The venue was nice because it came with all the booze.
That's nice. Yeah, because we had to bring the booze in.
Yeah, it came with the booze, and then obviously I had to get the food. Just need a late night snack and flowers. So I think we do need to bring. We want to bring extra bathrooms in too,
Yeah.
because that'll help. There's only like one bathroom in there.
Ooh, yeah. That's
It'd be nice to have one outside.
just one porta potty or something.
Yeah, the porta potties are nice.
They are the ones you can get
Did you
these
have
days.
did you have the trailer one that came in?
I'm not sure. They came in on a trailer. The ones that are like, I think we got one of the nice ones, and then a couple of the
For the
smaller-
ladies,
yeah.
and then a couple. Yeah,
And her mom made them so nice. She put like fake candles in there and like flowers.
yeah.
It's really these touches that you don't even
It's the
think
little
about.
things
Yeah.
that really add up to the wedding.
Yeah. Like even the death poles. I've talked about this, but the death poles in the tent.
Death pillars.
Kelly had them put saran wrap, like bubble wrap around them,
Uh-huh.
and then they went above and beyond, and they put like little tiki decoration type things
Yeah.
around it, so it looked nice. It looked like part of the decorations.
That's good.
So then I could walk around freely and not scare them and
Not
whack
worry
my
about-
old noggin.
Flapping a rail like the Timberland story, you know. I love that story.
Oh, that was I whapped that. I whapped that.
Flap,
thing,
we got knocked some sense into you.
Yeah, it sensed me to get out of Timberland.
What was I just gonna say about weddings?
I don't know.
Yawn, dude. We're this is day 4.
5
Anthony's heading back to Jersey
Monday to Sunday,
tonight.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 5. Day
5 days,
Saturday, I
podcasting.
count Saturday at 6.
Multiple podcasts a day.
5-hour skate sesh.
Good session, modern.
Built a snowman that fell over yesterday.
Built 2 snowmen.
Yep. We had a snowball fight.
Yeah, we
We-
had snowball fight with the beepers.
We made wings last night. Oh baby, these
the
wings.
wings.
Dan made original
We had a
buffalo
little
sauce.
wing off.
A wing war, if you call it.
Wing war is
Yeah.
a better alliteration there.
I made like a rub and then tossed them in honey after. You did the traditional buffalo, which I'd never had homemade buffalo sauce. My mind was blown. But here's the kicker.
Simple, 3 ingredients, butter, hot sauce, splash of vinegar.
Here's the kicker, though. I gave Dan the win, but then afterwards, we started combining the two. I started tossing the honey ones in the buffalo sauce. And it was next level, I'll tell you. And then you even put the buffalo sauce on the rice.
I am a sucker for some chicken wings.
Oh, I think I might have eaten like 15.
I ate a lot.
Ate a brat on top, and then I ate some rice, and then we weren't satisfied yet.
We had to call our buddy Dave Thomas. And get a couple of.
Who's Dave Thomas?
He was
Is he the
creator
owner?
of Wendy's, dude. Creator of Wendy's.
Oh, Wendy's based off his daughter, right?
Yes, daughter Wendy. But Dave Thomas was the Wendy Thomas.
Wendy Thomas.
DTWT.
We got the Frosties, and I had to get the small fry. Because you can't have a Frosty without a fry.
Couldn't do any fries, dude.
Oh,
You know what I remembered last night is we had the cucumbers marinating.
Kelly said the same
thing. We never had them.
We
I
didn't
think
eat
still
the cucumbers.
Forgot about that.
We forgot the cucumbers.
But man, that was a good deal.
I think we should.
Great dinner.
I think we should pull up some of these voicemails. We got a couple more, folks.
349
+1 908 349 1480. Call in. We'll play the voice. Make sure when you're calling in, you leave your name.
Leave a name.
3 minutes. 0 seconds from 408.
You got a 3 minute.
Use a fake name.
You can even use a fake name.
Alter ego.
Give us something. All right, ready?
I'm ready. Hit us with one,
This
Jer.
is a 3-minuter.
Whoa.
Hey, 4 Bad Eyes, if you're listening to this.
We're listening.
Hi.
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 I'm Hannah.
Hi,
Hannah.
I'm calling to ask for probably some questions, but I'm gonna maybe just complain a little bit.
Let it out.
Because,
Vent it.
That's what I'm good at. And I like this podcast, so, best to complain on a podcast I like. So my complaint is that I like my friends, but I don't like the people they are when they're in public, So I like them when I'm with them, but when I'm outside in public with them, I don't really like them that much.
Oh, that's...
And maybe they're just a reflection of me, and I'm just attracting people who are like me.
Oh, shoot. Forgot about it locking out, huh?
Didn't know it does that. Hold on. We're still
I know what she's talking about.
I do. I know that.
The way, I'm assuming the way they talk to other people, maybe the way they...
Maybe that's why I don't like them when I'm in the public eye with them. So I could explain it, answering my own dilemmas. Yeah, I don't really like my friends. But, I think the reason why I don't like them is, like I said, because they're like me. And that's, my form of, punishment for, I don't know, whatever bad things I've done or think I've done. And I know it probably shouldn't be like that, and it's not healthy. But these people are pretty funny. And I'm pretty funny, so... no, I'm not. Oh, this voicemail's going terrible. I don't know what I called it.
Hold on.
Wait, I'm not doing my homework.
Do your homework, Hannah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know if I can swear on this thing. I don't want to get you guys in
swear.
Also, I have a question. Do you guys? Okay, I don't know. The lore behind your blindness. I don't. God, that sounds so. I'm sorry if that's rude, but I don't know the backstory behind your blindness. So I don't know how long you guys, but like, do you guys know what you look like? Like, I know you can feel faces, but if you've never seen a face before, how do you like materialize it, like visualize it in your head when you're feeling the features?
Question.
Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
I don't know if you know what I mean.
I know
but-
what you mean.
I know what you mean. You know what I mean?
I don't know if that's a dumb question.
It's not.
You're gonna make me yawn.
It's probably a dumb question. But, I'm calling for bad eyes.
It's the end. Where's your phone
Um,
lock?
Seat on.
didn't lock.
Play button.
Hannah, that was
Audio
a
potential 0%. Adjustable.
Yeah, that was it.
great call.
That was a great call.
And the friend, let's unpack this first. The friends,
Yeah, this is a big issue, actually.
you sound young. Homework, so you're younger.
Yeah,
You could be in college.
she's saying that, Hannah's saying that she,
What concerns me, I hear you say, I don't like my friends, but I can see myself in them. So you gotta like yourself. You gotta love yourself no matter what.
but you got to find out what you're not liking about yourself that you see in them.
Uh-huh.
I
You
think
can
that's important because you
change.
can work on things. It'd be helpful to know specifically what type of things are bothering you. But what I hear is that they act a certain way when you're together, and then when you're in public, they act totally different. That's a little bit of two-faced.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of maybe they're trying to overcompensate, or they're, they need to get a laugh, or because you say they're funny. Sometimes funny
Yeah, are they
can be
being rude
detrimental.
Are they being rude to other people in public? Are they just being too, loud and craziness in public? Is it a little embarrassing?
Are they being mean to you in public to get a laugh?
Right.
Because that is not good.
That's not acceptable in
That-
any way.
You need to. I think it's important to confront them. Also, like, hey, how come you do this when we're in public, but when we're together alone, it's totally different.
Talk it out.
Talk it out. You don't just assume things because you never know what they could be going through too. What else, Hannah?
Very, very important though to surround yourself with people that you feel comfortable with.
And that will support you
I'm gonna support you.
and call you out when you're doing something dumb or bad. It's very true that the 5 people you hang around the most in your life, you're gonna be like.
I'm gonna slowly be like that,
Yes. And so if you're not liking things about them, you don't want to be like that.
And it can be hard to find. I mean, yeah, there's only a handful of people that I have stayed friends with. It's hard to find
And that
a
you
close
and that you
friend
stay contact with
throughout
regularly.
your life. Yeah, it's a very rare thing to find.
There are the people you haven't talked to in years and you could pick right back up. Like you never skipped a beat. Those are great friends. But yeah, it's important, especially since it sounds like you're at a very crucial age with homework and things like that. First of all, do your homework. I think that's important.
At least finish it.
Yeah, finish it. But call back. Let us know what type of issues you're having with these friends.
Yeah.
And call back with any progress you get. I really think you need to talk to them.
Talk them out.
Talk it out with them. It's very important. Not a lot of people talk things out these days. They just hold it in.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the first step was really brave that you admitted it on here, that you have these problems. So that's the first step, is to recognize it. But then you need to take action.
Yeah, call them out if they're being rude in public or
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know if they're being rude or they're just being. Yeah, I don't know.
So we need a little more context, but it was not stupid because I've dealt with this where you think someone's your good friend, and then when it comes to a group setting, they could just flake or ditch you or do something, like prioritize someone else, like something else over your friendship, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, Dan?
It's and it I have friends that I've no longer hang out with because of the way they treat other people.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The way you treat strangers says a lot about you.
Yes, it does.
So if they're not treating strangers right, then it's not worth being friends with that
It's
person.
a real, show of their character.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to surround yourself by good people, especially at this age. you're going through freaking social acceptance, all these different things. You want to be able to feel comfortable. And I think you should take a look inward, though, too, and see what it is that's bothering you about them that is in yourself. And maybe it's something you can fix.
That is a good thing, like you said, that you can recognize that, because that is a very adult or kind of advanced thought to think about. Is it something inside of me? Yeah.
Yes. Is it I'm seeing something I really don't like about myself?
Right.
Because that happens with your parents.
Mm-hmm.
You could see something that like your mom or your dad does that it really bothers you, but you do that also, and that's why it's making you even more mad. So yeah. But you can break the habits. You can break these
cycle
tendencies. Break the cycle. Tony Robbins, that shit.
Break the cycle.
But
and then faces. I know what I look. I now just imagine what I've seen myself in the past. So I don't know what I look like now. Definitely older.
It's a good point. Dan, background of our vision, real quick. We've talked about in the beginning episodes, but Dan, you were able to see 2020 up until a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
What, about 21?
Yeah, I mean, 2020 when I was young, but yeah, vision got worse and worse throughout my life. But yeah, mid-20s is when I
lost it all.
Lost my sight. Yeah.
Okay. So
I have a good understanding of
what faces look
my
like,
face,
details,
the people I know,
and we've talked about how we'll judge people off like their voice to try to guess what they look like.
Yeah,
and sometimes it doesn't work. But
like someone who has a similar voice to somebody else, I kind of imprint their face on the new person that I meet, kind of deal.
Yeah, it's so me, I have a degenerative eye condition where I had about 20 over 400 when I was young, and I was able to like see things but no detail. It was all kind of, I wouldn't say blurry because it's not blurry to you. You think you're seeing well, but the images don't show the way people see them. So you're kind of tripping me out because now that I think about it, I really haven't seen my face very well. And
I've never seen Anthony's face either.
Yeah, actually. And I have an idea of what I look like, but I also I'll admit it, I have some insecurities of like, even if I have a pimple or something, I think it could be way worse looking than it is.
Right.
Or, my beard getting long or different things like that. And then I also have body issues from wrestling because I think the second I'm overweight, but I'm actually not. Because I don't have the luxury of seeing what other people look like. So I'm constantly comparing myself to me at my best shape in my life. But I do care about fashion in a sense. I do care about like the things I put on. I want them to be comfortable and not look stupid. So faces, though, not seeing faces anymore. And I do kind of make an idea of what I think someone looks like.
Yeah.
Especially the more you get, not like in a sexual way, but you touch someone, like if you hug them, you kind of get an idea of their body shape.
Yeah.
If you shake their hand, there's all these different ways. I used to do the old wrist check with like Ray Charles, see how big someone was. But yeah, that was not a dumb question.
Yeah, great call.
Good call in, Hannah. Thanks for the long message.
Thanks, Hannah.
Shout out to Hannah.
I hope you finish your homework.
Yeah, and I hope you figure this out. Call back with some updates. +1 908 349 1480. Let's get to the next one.
Next.
Learn more. Link. Learn more. Link.
Call.
Unread. Voicemail 43 seconds from 512-779-2823. 1. Selected. Unread. Voicemail 43 seconds. Find out why this call didn't ring. Learn more. Link.
The old Google Voice here. Can leave a text too.
Audio destination picker. Button.
Hold on.
Did someone say they had to poop or something?
Voicemail 43 seconds from 512-779-2823. 1. Create. Transfer pay. I'm Sky Fowler, and I just wanted to apologize for calling your mate. Open navigation menu.
Here we go.
Voicemail 43 seconds from 512. Play. Button.
Ready?
Speech off.
Hey, I'm Sky Fowler, and I just wanted to apologize for calling you late, but I just saw your post and had kind of a question for you guys. I was wondering if you know anything about, like, if blind people have ever taken hallucinogens and done research about it and wrote down their sensations or anything. I was just kind of interested in what kind of reactions that a person who had no sight would have to mushrooms or something of that nature, you know. Anyway, thank you very much, and I hope you have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Sky Fowler.
Judging by the name Sky and that
I
question,
think your
I think your
parents,
parents were some hippies. Did a little bit of, and I think you do a little bit of. This question I get at least once a week.
Oh,
on the
yeah,
DMs,
at least once a week.
and I just ignore them now.
I think it's time to answer it.
I don't know.
There is there is a guy, a blind guy. He's not totally blind. His name is I'm gonna get this wrong.
See, I'm curious. This question of someone who was born blind,
Total blind.
yes, as well as someone who later in life, what the differences would be. I haven't taken enough hallucinogenics to like trip out like that to know if I see anything like that. Mushrooms I take a lot, but that's like in small doses where I'm just
And that's more
giggling and having a good time.
It's more a body high at that point.
Yeah, but I don't have anything like the sounds are a little warped, can be warped, but yeah, I don't have any visuals.
I got something for you. So there is a guy, I believe his name's Victor. I don't want to get this wrong though, but there's a guy, if you look up, he was on the See-Through Pod, he was on a couple different podcasts, and he does a lot of studies around hallucinogenics with the blind and trying to there's something with certain types of blindness where it can help with therapy to helping vision, actually. It's pretty wild. And there's like in microdosing too, I believe it is. But because there's a lot of guided things through mushrooms or even as far as like ketamine, MDMA, acid, and like all those things that they do studies, but not a lot of around blindness.
Yeah.
And I could tell you in my days when I was younger, I definitely ate a little too many mushrooms. And the first time I ever ate mushrooms was I might have eaten too many.
Mm-hmm.
And I did them with my friends. And I think the setting is really important because they would be doing stuff and I was really confused, like kind of lost on what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And I got in this like almost fear of like I wasn't seeing what they were seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And it got me really overwhelmed, but then I had to like calm myself down. I have things where if I close my eyes, I really see visual things. And they're not necessarily like specific things, but it'll be like fractals of stuff or different geometric patterns and things like that very strongly. And then also where the light is so accentuated, is that the right word? Accentuated or intensified that you really peer in. This is really weird. I was at a fish show. Worst place to do those types of things. But I had eaten a chocolate and I had this one out-of-body experience where I left my body while I was dancing under the bridge at the show, and I was all of a sudden floating in the middle of the crowd, able to see people in sequence. And I couldn't make out the details, but I was able to see these figures in sequence doing these dance moves and motions, like flowing. It was more like seeing the energy of it. It was really wild. And that really kind of freaked me out in a way. and then once you leave the show, you're really scared. But but I've definitely experimented with that to where it, microdosing I think is a lot better than. But some people say if you need, I know the old bishop, he talks about how he when he just needs to go through something, like figure something out, and he'll go through it. Be interesting to talk to him about it too. But
yeah,
I think the more blind people you get that have done this, I know there's a wide variety of blind people that have
Yeah.
experimented. It'd be interesting. We should get that blind guy on here
Yeah,
that does all the studies.
that would be cool.
That would be interesting. We'll do that.
That is a good one.
That was a good question, though.
Good
a lot of
question.
people are wondering that.
Get that a lot.
Yeah. And I wonder the difference with different types of hallucinogens. Because I also did ayahuasca in a ceremony.
Mm.
And that was very spiritual, I guess you would say. And also there was one visual, though, where I was looking into the fire and I saw like a whole city in the fire.
Mm.
It was very strange. But yes, so visuals happen if you do enough, I guess. Like,
Yeah, I wonder if I'm assuming it would be like the way a person who's total blind from birth dreams.
yes.
You know what I mean? They would have like memories or it wouldn't be visions, but like thoughts.
Mhm.
That would be just like them dreaming, like of all hearing. But I don't know.
Yes.
Because if you've never seen anything, you don't have anything to relate that to.
Exactly. It's a good question.
Yes. Thank you, Sky.
Thanks, Sky Fowler.
Sky High.
1,500 hours.
We got one more.
$1,500 on a little
Voicemail
military
43 seconds
time.
from 512
over
77.
there.
Play. Button. Audio destination picker. Button. 0%. Adjustable.
There's Anthony's phone talking away.
Find out why this call
there.
didn't ring. Learn more. Learn more.
I
Link.
don't care why this call.
Unread. Voicemail 41 seconds from 330. 24. Unread. Voicemail 2 seconds from 681. 888. 0133. Unread. Voicemail 15 seconds from 334. 360. 3890. Wednesday 16. 19. Selected. Unread. Voicemail 15 seconds from 334. Learn more. Link.
Here we go.
0%. Audio destination. Play. Button. Speech off.
On for a very long time,
Oh,
and I used to struggle with that a lot. And then I opened my eyes and I could see it. It was really great. So
Oh,
thank
that
you for
started
inspiring
like
me
mid.
to do that.
no, he got cut off, but I know what he was saying. That was just a joke.
Oh, what?
He said, I've been blind for a very long time. And then I opened my eyes and I could see, and it was great.
Oh.
Woo!
Nice.
That's a good one. We do need to give one shout
I've
out.
tried that before. Opening my eyes.
I've tried that too. You ever do the thing where you're losing your vision when you were losing the chunks? You try to like open your eyes really wide and focus. I've tried to do this, dude.
Anything, yeah.
Calls. 0 items.
Oh,
Tab. 1 of 4. Contacts.
I
Tab.
had
2 of 4.
one
Messages. 3 items.
message.
Tab.
I
Three
need.
messages.
I want to
8 2
shout
8 4
out
9 3 8 4 2
someone.
4 Wednesday. Rob Ollie.
What's that? They're pooping?
252 528
Yeah, I
4
deleted
Thank you for the kind words,
that.
Red Ollie.
He deleted it.
500 540 252 5284. My name is
I think they
Jonathan.
wanted to
My
hear
wife's
it
name is
read
Nadia.
on the
Wednesday,
thing.
540 252 5284. My name is Jonathan. My wife's name is Nadia, and the baby's name is Oliver Smiley. 2 57.
No way.
540 252 5284. Hey guys, I'm writing this from VA in the hospital. I'm here with my wife over in L&D. We're having our first child. I just wanted to say much love to both of you and the 4 Bad Eyes team Red Heart. The way you guys love life is beyond inspiring, and I can't wait to see the love of life in my son. Hope all is well. One love. Wednesday 31 02.
Jonathan's having his first
Baby.
child, and they named him Oliver. I'm gonna cry, dude.
Oh, your brother's name.
That's
yeah.
freaking wild, Jonathan. Thanks for supporting the pod, and
Congratulations.
congratulations. That tell
to
you,
you three.
yeah, that's really amazing. Please let me know. Update me on the fatherhood. About to enter that
Yeah.
chapter, but that's wow. I can't believe the
Our
and-
first Bad Eyes baby.
yes.
Did I say
Good
that
eyes.
right?
4 Bad Eyes,
4
baby.
Bad Eyes baby.
But big shout out to Jonathan and his wife. I think, hold on. He said his
0
wife's
252 5284.
name.
Wednesday 31 02. You. Hey, that's incredible. Congratulations. We hope for such a smooth wedding. Wednesday 23 25. 540 252 5284. My name is Jonathan. My wife's name is Nadia, and the baby's name is Oliver Smiley. 2.
Nadia.
25.
So big shout out to Jonathan and Nadia having
Naughty
their first
Nadia.
child. We love hearing news like this.
Yeah,
so
that's
that's
cute.
great. That's really it's nice hearing about life into this world.
Mm-hmm.
I wish the best for you guys. I hope your family unit is strong. I hope you have great support, and I
Healthy
just hope a
baby.
healthy baby and just a great years ahead.
It's exciting.
And
Get ready for the black tar poop.
yeah, well, black tar poop. That's it, man. Those are great. Well,
BTP.
to Jonathan, I think Dan has something to tell you. This is how we are gonna end.
That's it. As always, keep pushing.
Keep pushing, Nadia, and one love.
Keep pushing, and one love from 4 Bad Eyes.